Hi everyone, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. My name is Titok. If you're a return subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate your support, and if you are new here, you're highly welcome. Please don't forget to hit on subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you'll be the first to get notified whenever I post a new video. So in today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys how to cut and sew this bubble gown with a V neckline collar and how to bead it. If that sounds like something you're interested in, keep on watching and let's get started. So guys, for this tutorial I'll be making use of this Ankara fabric and I have 6 yards of it. I also have my thread, then I have some bead. The bead I'll be using to decorate the neckline. I have my scissors and my tape rule. Now let's get started with this tutorial. So guys, I've went ahead to fold my fabric into 4. Now let's count. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. The length is enough to give me my gown length plus extra 2 inches sewing allowance. So this is the width of my bubu, and the part that doesn't have any cut, which is the part facing me right now, will be our center front. Next guys, I'm not going to be having any joining at the shoulder. We're not going to be having any joining at the shoulder at all. So I'll be having a cut together shoulder. From the center at the shoulder line, I'll go in by 3 inches. I'll go in by 3 inches for the neck width, then I'll come down by 8 inches. I'll come down by 8 inches for the neck depth. So go in by 3 inches, then you determine your neck depth. Now from the shoulder, I'll connect a V neckline to meet that 8 inches mark. So after connecting it, now I've gotten my neckline for the front. Now for the back neck depth, I'll come down by 1 inch. For the back neck depth, I'll come down by 1 inch. And I'll just go ahead and connect it to meet the neck width. So I now have both the front and the back neckline. Remember, this fabric is folded into 4. So that means I'll be cutting out both the front and the back together. That's why I draw out both the front and the back necklines. I'll explain how to cut them later. So from the center front again, I'll go in by half of my shoulder measurement. So go in by half of your shoulder measurement, then I'll make a mark. From that point, I'll determine the length I want for my sleeve. So I want my sleeve to be 22 inches. But my fabric is not wide enough to measure the whole 22 inches. So I'll be using the whole fabric I have here. That means I'll be adding an extra piece of fabric to this to give me the full sleeve length I want for this bubu. So what I have here is 13.5 inches. So I'm going to stop my sleeve at 13.5 inches here. So go in by half of your shoulder measurement and determine how long you want your sleeve to be. Now for the width of my sleeve, you know it's a round sleeve. I want mine to be about 13 inches from the shoulder. So you determine how wide you want your sleeve to be. From the shoulder, I'll go ahead and connect a straight line. Now from the shoulder again, I'm going to come down by that same 13 inches I used around the sleeve. I'll come somewhere around there and mark 13 inches as well. Then I'll go ahead and connect a straight line across. Now we're going to start adding all our body measurements. So if your bust is the biggest part of your body, use your bust measurement. And if your hip is the biggest part of your body, use your hip measurement. I hope you get that. So for me, my hip is the biggest part of my body. So from the center, I'll go in by half of my hip measurement. I went in by half of my hip measurement and made a point here. Then from that point, I'm going to be adding an extra 5 inches. It depends on how big you want your bubu to be. So I'll take the whole measurement I have here and mark it all the way to the end. The whole measurement I have here is 16 inches. So I'll mark that same 16 inches all the way down. After marking it, I'll go ahead and connect all the points together. So after connecting that, from the armhole here, I'll just connect a round curve. Can you see? Just curve it towards the straight line. After that, from the shoulder again, I'm going to determine how long I want my bubu to be. I want my bubu length to be about 59 inches, but I'll be adding an extra 1 inch for sewing allowance. I'll come somewhere around there and mark the same measurement. After marking it out, go ahead and connect it together. Then I will go ahead and cut it out. Now for the neckline guys, I'm going to be cutting out only the back. I'll be using the back neckline for both the front and the back first. But for the front, I will explain how to go about the cutting later. I'm done cutting it and this is what I have. There's no opening at the shoulder area and I'm going to be cutting out the front neckline separately. If you open this fold, you will notice a small circle. You will notice a small circle around the neck. Now I'm going to go ahead and arrange all my fabric pieces properly. Make sure everything is well aligned before cutting it. So what I will do now is to go ahead and cut out the front neckline. Guys, we are done cutting out the front, just like you see. After you are done, I will go ahead and arrange all my fabric pieces. Okay, this is what I have and this is what you should have. You can see the back neckline is higher than the front neckline. So this is exactly how it should be. So guys, I want my long sleeve to be about 22 inches. You know, I already have 13 inches here already. So I want my long sleeve to be about 22 inches. That means I'm going to be adding an extra 9 inches to this sleeve plus extra 1 inch sewing allowance. That is why I cut out these pieces out. I cut out 2 of them. Since my Ankara has a matching pattern, I'm going to join these pieces to the sleeve to give me the full sleeve length I want. I said I wanted a long sleeve, so that's why I have to join these pieces. By the time I'm done, I'll have the full sleeve length for my Bubu gown. Now it's time to start joining all my pieces together. Moving ahead, what I'll do now is that I'll measure what I have all the way around the neckline. From this neckline here, I'll place my tape at one end of the neckline. As you can see, the fabric is on fold. So I'm going to place my tape here and measure what I have all the way around. If you can't measure it like this, you can open up your fabric and measure from one end to the other end. To make it easier, since the fabric is on fold, just place your tape from one end of the V neckline and measure all the way around. What I have here is 12.5 inches. So I'm going to multiply that by 2, which will give me 25 inches all the way around the neckline. To cut out the collar, I'll be drafting it on my pattern paper before placing it on my actual fabric. So I'll be using this 25 inches measurement to cut out my collar. Guys, I've folded my pattern paper into 2 and I've gone ahead to rule a line across. The measurement I got around the neck is 25 inches. So I'll divide that into 2. After dividing it, I will have 12.5 inches. So from the center, I will measure 12.5 inches. Then from that mark, I will go up by 2.5 inches all the way around. This 2.5 inches is the length of my collar band. After doing that, I will go ahead and connect a straight line just like you see me doing. So you take your neckline measurement, divide it into 2 and mark it. Then you go up by 2.5 inches all the way around. From this edge, I will extend it by 1.5 inches. Then I will go ahead and connect it. Can you see? Now from this edge, I will connect it to this edge. Once you are done connecting that, from the center on the hemline, I will go in by 1/2 inch. Then I will divide the measurements I have here into 2. From that midpoint, I will connect a slant line from that 1/2 inch mark to the end just like you see me doing. We no longer need this part anymore, so I will go ahead and cut it out. Now this is our collar. By the time you attach this to the neckline, you have something looking like this. So I'm going to place this on my actual fabric and use it to cut out my collar. This is what I have after I was done. As you can see, it's on fold. And I added 1/2 inch sewing allowance all the way around. And I've also went ahead to iron my soft paper stay to it. So I'll bring my dress, and guys, I already joined the pieces I cut out earlier to the sleeve, and this is what I have. Now I'll start joining all our pieces together. So I'll bring my sleeve, the hem of the sleeve, and I will head over to the sewing machine. Then I'll fold it into 2. Fold it a little bit, then you fold it again. Now I'll stitch it all the way to the end. I'll do the same thing on the other side and I'll be right back. So guys, I'm done and this is what I have. This is the other sleeve as well. So what I will do now is that I will go ahead and arrange all my pieces right side facing each other. So they are already facing each other. Then I will head over to the sewing machine and stitch from the sleeve all the way down. I will do the same thing on the other side. I will stitch from the sleeve all the way down with about 1 inch. This is what I had after I was done. I've gone ahead to iron it out very well. The next thing I'm going to do is that I'll be keeping this aside and I'm going to bring my collar. So before attaching it, I want to reduce it a little bit. From this edge, I'll trim off a little bit. I'll cut out about 1/2 inch from this edge and I'll also reduce the size slightly. Just go ahead and do the same thing you see me doing right now. After doing that, I'll fold my collar right side facing each other. Then I'll stitch down with about 1/2 inch on the both side. Next, I'll bring my dress, then I'll get the midpoint of the neckline at the back. Bring your fabric and get the midpoint at the back. And I've already turned my collar to the right side and I've ironed it out very well. So I'll find the center of the collar as well. get the midpoint of both the collar and the dress. So when you are done getting it, remember this is the right side of the fabric. So I'm going to place the collar on the wrong side of the fabric. Place the collar inside the wrong side of your fabric, then you pin it down. Let me explain that again. Place the collar on the wrong side of your fabric, then you pin it all the way around. Make sure you are pinning it on the wrong side. Then you can first of all pin it all the way around before you head over to the sewing machine. So for me, I'll first pin it all the way around. After pinning everything down, I'll stitch from one end of the neckline all the way around to the other end. Place your collar to the wrong side of your fabric, then stitch from one end all the way around. I'll also hem the bottom of my bubu dress and I'll be right back. So guys, this is it. We're almost done with this tutorial. This is how the collar looks like. This is the final look of my collar and I've ironed it out very well. I've also hemmed the end of the dress. The next thing I'm going to do is to add bead to the edge of the collar all the way around. Yeah, we have bead at the edge of the collar from the style inspiration. You can use a crystal bead or a plain bead. In my own case, I'm using a plain bead. Now, I want to show you how to add the bead on the end of the collar. I'll be making about 2 layers, about 2 steps. Just make sure you choose the bead that matches the fabric you are working with. Now, let's get started. I want to show you guys how to go about this. With the help of my needle and thread, what I'm going to do is that I'll pass the needle from the underside of the collar and bring it out. Can you see? Then I'll pick 2 beads and pass the needle through the holes before taking it back to the underside of the collar. And from the under part of the collar again before you bring it out. I don't want any space in between the beads. I want them to be very close to each other. So I'll bring it out. Can you see? I'll bead it in a way that is going to be very close to each other. I don't want any space in between at all. Then I will continue by picking 2 beads at the same time, passing the needle through them and taking it back underside, then bring it out again. I'll continue like that until I get to the other end. So guys, I'm done with the first layer and I'm going to be having like 2 layers, 2 steps. So I'll start the second layer from the beginning again. I'll be picking 2 beads at the same time just like we have been doing since, and you continue the same process all the way around. I'll also bead the slanted parts of the collar. So here is the final look of this dress. Thank you so much for watching till the end. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you'll be the first to get notified whenever I post a new video. Like this video, comment and share with someone who might be interested in this tutorial. And if you have any requested tutorial you want me to work on, please send me a message on this WhatsApp number showing on the screen here. I will definitely respond to your message. I also have a WhatsApp community group. If you want to join, you can click the link down below in the description box. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.